Okay, well, hey, welcome back to DPS Ultra.
Oh, hey!
Buenos dias! Yeah, I don't remember him speaking different languages. This must be, like, a new part of the Katamari, what is this called? Rerolled or whatever?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I can just fire up my PS2.
If the dialogue's different?
Yeah.
Yeah. Off camera, I was telling Chris about this scary haunted house in somewhere in Japan, and supposedly in a place called Fuji-Q, but I've never heard of this location. And it just it looks like a bad time.
The Japanese horror is a whole different thing than Western. It's super scary.
I would say just like Asian horror in general is
yeah, that's a good point.
So unbelievably fucked up. I remember I think oh my god, I love this song.
Oh, this is the best song on the soundtrack.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that in like every episode. It's like, oh, I fucking love this song.
Well,
there's actually
that looked like a pregnancy test. But on the other side of the basket where you first started, like right there.
Oh, it's tweezers. It does look like one though. I know what you mean. There was a what I was gonna say first before I segue again and lose my train of thought. Did you ever play? There was a Katamari mobile game called, I think it was called Tap My Katamari.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, did you play it?
No, I heard about it though.
Oh, okay. So, it's basically like an idle game where like you basically tap the screen and like the prince character just like rolls and you can do a bunch of shit to make the Katamari as big as possible before you like lose. But there's a remix version of this song on that game, and if you can believe it, it's actually better than this version.
Whoa.
It's like one of my favorite Katamari songs, if not my favorite. So yeah, if you look up Tap My Katamari on YouTube, and then whatever the song is called, I can't remember. It'll
something
be like
Shining Star or something.
Lonely
Star.
Or Lonely Star, yeah. I'm so sad that game got shut down, because like I would play that game just to like listen to this song. It's so fucking good. But I was gonna say, speaking of Asian horror, there's a South Korean horror movie called You Fucking Mice. It's not the name of the movie. It's called A Tale of Two Sisters.
Oh yeah, I have that on DVD.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it on. I bought it on Blu-ray. It's the most expensive. Well, at the time, it was the most expensive Blu-ray I ever bought because I had to import it from Hong Kong, and it's not a bootleg. It's just like that's the only place that the movie was released on Blu-ray. And it came in this like super nice like packaging and shit like that. But anyway, when I originally watched that movie, it scared the ever-loving shit out of me because it's so fucking creepy, and like I'm not gonna spoil the twist because everybody should fucking watch that movie because it's great. But when the twist is revealed, it totally makes you think like what you've just watched for the past almost 2 hours. It just like completely like it's a complete mindfuck.
I can't remember the story.
Huh?
I'm trying to remember. I know I have it and I've seen it, but I can't remember the story at all.
So it's about these two sisters who go to stay with like one of the sisters was in like a mental hospital, and she's finally released and goes to stay with her dad and her new stepmom. And it's like the evil, like, you know, she doesn't respect the stepmom. The stepmom does like everything she can to make the daughter like her, and she's just like super short with her and stuff like that. Well, okay. If you don't want to get spoiled by Tale of Two Sisters, go to the timestamp that's on the screen right now. This is your final warning. So it turns out that one of the sisters, not the one that was in the mental hospital, but the other one, was actually dead the entire movie. And if you really pay attention, nobody, like the dad and the stepmom, nobody besides the sister acknowledges her.
Oh. And okay, that's kind of coming back to me a little bit.
Yeah, and eventually it's revealed that, you know, she's been dead the whole time. And I don't... Oh, I remember. The sister who died, she saw the stepmom doing something. I can't remember what it was. And she got scared and, like, ran and hid in a, like a, I don't know, like a closet of some kind. Like, not like a closet, but like a, what the fuck is it called? Like a cabinet kind of sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it fell over, and it like fell on top of her, and she suffocated to death. And the sister just kind of like repressed that memory and ended up like going into like a mental hospital, and she just like in her own mind convinced herself that her sister was still alive.
Oh, I'll have to rewatch that.
It's a super, super good movie. Why can't I get up here? It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Oh my god, dude, I'm doing so fucking horrible.
Yeah, I think you gotta go back inside.
Yeah. If I can get up there.
Oh wait, no, go all the way to the left of the yard, the left side of the yard, to the left of the door. There's a little spot you can go through. So keep going straight.
This way?
Yep. There.
Oh, down here?
Yeah, go past the pigs. Oh, no, you have to be 20. You have to be 20 centimeters.
Oh shit.
Centimeters.
Menacators. Well, I tried to go up here, but there's nothing up there anyway. Oh my god.
Wow.
Shut the fuck up. I never once in my life claimed to be I should just stay here. Everything's just falling on me. Okay. Didn't anticipate a baseball.
I'm too small for a baseball.
I never once claimed to be a master of Katamari.
Well,
okay. It's sure showing that. Oh,
yeah,
fucking come on, man.
Go on the shoes. You can do it.
Oh, never mind. That's for. Hey.
Woo!
Cat, move. There we go. There we go.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mouse scream.
Oh, God, dude. I need to tell you. Well, I'll save it for, maybe I don't know if we'll do it on, Katamari, but I need to tell you the fucking... Well, how long have we been going? Oh, shit. Okay, I'll tell you the fucking rat story.
Oh, yeah.
What? Hello? Oh.
Hello?
No, sorry. Right as I was gonna say something, the door just opened, and I was like, "What?"
Oh, I thought I like cut out or something.
No. So, do you remember? You told me a long time ago that there was you were still living here, and you were telling me that there was one night. Me and Stephanie were out. We were somewhere. I don't remember. We weren't home. Is the point. And you were telling me how, like, you were in your room and you heard Zoe in the kitchen, like, growling or barking or something. And you came out and there was, like, a giant rat on the door.
Oh, yeah, and it, like, jumped onto my head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that same thing happened to me.
Really?
Yeah. So, a couple weeks ago, that was a few weeks ago at this point, but... I was in bed, and it was like 4:30 in the morning, and I heard Zoe, like, in the kitchen, like, growling, or no, barking, and I was like, what the fuck is she barking at? And so, like, I went on the kitchen and turned the light on, and I looked at her, and she was at the back door, and she was just, like, she looked at me, and she was, like, wagging her tail, and I was like, what are you barking at? And she just kind of like looked at me and wagged her tail, and then I heard scratching at the back door. And I was like, what the fuck? Is there like a cat trying to get in or something? And so like I went to the back door and I turned the light on, the outside light, and I like looked and I didn't see anything. And then I heard more scratching, and I was like, what the fuck is that sound? And then I heard a scratching sound from like above my head. And then like I looked. Oh, I'm gonna fail this level.
Oh wow, yeah. Not even halfway.
Well, let's see what I can do. And so like I looked up, and there's a fucking rat hanging on the inside door, and it was just like staring at me, and I was like, what the fuck? And so like I went to back up, and it like leapt at me, and I was like, holy shit! And it like hit me it didn't hit me in the head, but like it landed on my chest. Oh my god, can I pull off a miracle?
You have to get to 1 meter?
Oh, never mind. For some reason I thought it said 50 centimeters. Might as well just fucking... I can't restart. Okay. And so, like, it hit me in the chest, and I was like, fuck! And then, like, it landed on the ground, and like, ran underneath the oven.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? And... Oh, that was scary. Yeah, I know. Can I just
He's
restart?
Disappointed.
Yeah, just like my real dad.
He hates us.
Did it say, please go away, goodbye?
I think it did.
And so I was like, god damn it. And we didn't have any, rat traps or anything at the time. And so I was like, well, fuck, like, there's nothing I can do. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll just worry about it tomorrow. And so, I, like, went and laid back in bed, and, like, 5 minutes later, I heard scratching in the kitchen again. And so I went out there, and it was behind the, garbage can, and then it, like, ran underneath the oven again. And I was like, alright, I'm not fucking sleeping tonight. So I, like, it's like 5:15 or something in the morning at this point. And I just, like, got dressed, and I went to Winco to get some rat traps, and they don't have any fucking rat traps. The only thing they have are those, like, glue traps.
Oh, those
and
are
I was
so
like,
fucked.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, like, well, it's better than nothing, I guess. And so, like, I buy, like, 4 of those. And, like, I get home, and I'm like, oh, shit, I don't have anything to, like, block the kitchen with, because, like, I don't want Zoe to, like, get into the traps, because those things are, like, apparently, like, if you, like, touch those, like, you're fucked. Like, they're super hard to, like, get the glue off. And so I was like, well, like, nothing else is open right now, so I guess I'll just, like, after work, I'll go to, like, Walmart or something and buy, like, a couple baby gates so I can, like, block the, kitchen off so I can lay these traps down. So, I go to work, and then, like, I leave work, and I go to Walmart, and Walmart doesn't have any, rat traps either. So, I get the baby gates from Walmart, and I go to Ace Hardware and pick up some actual, like, rat traps. And, I block off the kitchen and lay the traps down. And I'm like, okay, well, that's all we can do for now. Like, I can't coerce the rat to come out. And so, like, I'm laying in bed, and it's, like, 9:30 or something like that. And, Stephanie knocks on my door, and she's like, I don't think the rat is in here anymore. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, well, like, I moved the oven, and, like, nothing, like, ran out. And I was like, huh, okay. And so, like, we went out and looked, and, like, I looked behind the oven, and there was some, like, rat shit behind it, but, like, we were, like, shaking the oven and, like, you know, trying to, if there was something down there, to get it to come out. And, like, nothing was happening, and I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe it, you know, squeezed back through the way it came, and, like, fucked off. And so, we're looking behind the fridge, and right as we look behind the fridge, it fucking bolts out from underneath the oven, and it appeared that it ran straight into my room. And I was like, oh, fuck. And, like, I was like, you have to be fucking kidding me. And so, like, me and Stephanie were, like, looking around, like, trying to see, like, you know, we were looking underneath my bed, behind my TV stand, and, like, we didn't see anything, and I was like, it went in my fucking closet. And I was like, oh my god. And so, like, I picked up some of the glue traps and put them, like, in the doorway of my closet, because there's only fucking one way in and one way out. And so, I was like, fuck, man, I can't sleep in this room knowing there's a rat potentially in here. And so Stephanie's like, well, you can sleep in... She's like, she let me sleep in her daughter's room. And so, like, I'm laying in there trying to sleep, and it's super fucking hot, so I can't sleep. And then, like, maybe 45 minutes later, I hear Stephanie go into the kitchen, and I hear her go, oh. And I was like, what the? And so, like, she knocks on the door, and she's like, I think we got it? And so I go out there and look, and there's a rat in the trap. And I was like, oh shit, we got it. And right as I said that, a rat ran out from the dining room into the kitchen and underneath the oven again. And I was like, oh my fucking god. And so, like, I got some gloves, and, like, I picked up the trap, and, oh, I can go under there now. And, I had Stephanie hold a bag, and I, like, put the rat in there, and I fucking disposed of it. And, I reset the trap in the exact same spot, and, I was like, okay, well, hopefully something happens. And I go back and lay down in bed again, and, like, 10 minutes later, I hear, like, a super loud snap. And I was like, oh my god, we got it. And, like, I go out and look, and we got it. And I was like, oh, thank god. And so I go to pick up some gloves, and I give Stephanie a bag, and I'm like, I better make sure it's dead first. And so I grab a broom, and I poke the broom, and it starts thrashing around inside the trap.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no. And, like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, how did it survive? Like, it wasn't big. And, like, I like, got close and looked, and it didn't get its head inside the trap. It got its front leg in the trap.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I was like, and I looked at Stephanie, I was like, what the fuck do we do? And we were like... Because, like, I was wearing gloves, but, like, I was afraid to, like, get near it because I didn't want it to, like, bite me. And so, I was like, shit. I was, like, kind of panicking. I was like, what the fuck do we do? Because, like, I felt bad because, like, it's still alive. Like, I want to put this thing out of its misery. But, like, I didn't know what to do. And so, we're thinking, and Stephanie's like, okay, I got an idea. I'm going to open the back door, grab a broom, and just sweep it out. And we'll fucking worry about it tomorrow. She's like, it's not going anywhere. And I was like, shit. Okay. So she opens the back door, and I grab a broom, and I'm like, trying and, like, you know me, dude. I'm such a pussy when it comes to, like, bugs and, like all that shit. And I'm, like, trying to psych myself up to, like, sweep this poor rat outside. And I'm like, all right, all right, here we go. And I go to sweep it, and it starts screaming.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and, like, if anybody has never heard a rat scream, it is one of the most horrible sounds I have ever heard in my entire life. It's not like a little, like, squeak. It was screaming. And I started panicking. I was like, oh my god. And so I was like, fuck it. I gotta do this. And so I just, like, started sweeping it outside, and it's, like, screaming. And eventually I swept it outside into the back patio. And I, like, shut the door, and I was like, dude, I was, like, shaking. Like, that's how, like, stressed out I was. And, like, I looked outside, and it's on the back patio just, like, thrashing around. And I was like, oh my god. And so, like, eventually we kind of, like, chilled out a little bit, and I was like, well, I'll go take a look tomorrow morning, and, like, hopefully it's dead. And then, you know, I'll dispose of it. And then Stephanie was like, well, you know, it might actually try to gnaw its legs off, or its leg off to escape. And I was like, it would do that? And she's like, oh yeah, like rats, if they're in a predicament where they don't think they can like get away, like they will gnaw off their own limbs to like try and escape. And I was like, that's the most terrifying fucking thing like I have ever heard. And I was like, all right, well, I mean, I guess we'll see tomorrow. And so I did not sleep at all that night because I was so fucking paranoid that like every sound I heard was like another rat. And so I was like, I'm not exaggerating. I got 45 minutes of sleep that night. And so like eventually like the next morning, like I got up and I was like, oh my God, fuck my life. And like I was getting ready for work and like, I was like, oh yeah, the trap. And so I went to go look and there was a trap and there was no rat.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, well, either a cat got to it, or it did what Stephanie said it would do. And so I didn't check. I didn't inspect the trap until after I got home from work. And I opened the trap up, and a little tiny foot fell out.
Oh God.
Yeah. And I was like, well, that answers that question.
You could hit it with a rock.
Huh?
Could have just hit it with a rock. Killed it.
I don't have that. Dude, I'm white. I don't have that kind of aim.
A poor little rat.
Like, yeah, oh dude, I felt horrible. But the it gets a little more interesting. So that happened on a Tuesday night / early Wednesday morning is when all that shit happened. And so Thursday, I was like, okay, well, there's 2 rats, which undoubtedly means there's more. And so we had 2 traps inside the house in the kitchen and 2 traps outside in the back patio. And I shit you not, dude, from Thursday to Friday, we caught 5 more rats.
Whoa.
I'm not fucking exaggerating.
Oh, that's Vacaville for you.
Yeah.
Vacaville has an insane amount of rats.
It's, oh my God, dude, this is, I mean, we've always had a rat problem here, except for the last couple years. In like 2021 and 2022, we had like no rat problems. But I don't remember having that many rats. I mean, I'm sure there were some, but like I only remember catching maybe like 1 or 2. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was only a couple.
Yeah, it was like maybe 1, and then like maybe the next year it was like a couple. But like that was it. But like we caught 7 rats in 3 days.
Wow. That's a lot.
It was fucking horrible, dude. I was so fucking stressed out because we seriously had to close off half the house so Zoe wouldn't get in the kitchen because like, and here's the funny part. That first night when the rat like jumped at me, guess what Zoe did? Not a goddamn thing.
Oh, of course.
She like looked at it, and when it hit the ground, she did that thing where she kind of like tapped her 2 front legs on the ground, and like that was it. I was like, what good are you, dog? God damn.
Good job, Zoe.
Yeah. My vicious attack dog. Yeah, so we had to close off like half the house so Zoe wouldn't get to the traps, and like Stephanie's daughter is visiting us for a few months, and she was like stuck in the living room because like we were afraid that like if there were more rats they were gonna get into her room. So like Stephanie closed her door and put like a towel underneath like the bottom crack of the door, and so like she's been like hanging out in the living room for fucking, I don't know. She was there for at least like a couple weeks. Because like we weren't sure if there were more rats in the house. Goide Medag?
Is that like Norwegian?
Have you ever been to the Netherlands?
Netherlands.
What do they speak in the Netherlands? Netherlands?
Netherlands. No.
We hope you can visit during the days rolling like that's possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes. A royal present for the hardworking prince. That's what we were thinking, what it's got. You say the same thing every time, King. You dropped your crown, King.
So predictable. This doesn't look like the Netherlands.
This looks like Japan. Wait, did he like randomly just ask us if we've been to the Netherlands? And he's like, oh, here's another prefecture in Japan.
Yeah, like... Is he referring to the place? Why does he bring up other countries? I never really thought about that.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, I never remember hearing him talk about other countries. He would always just be like, he would just say like random ass shit for, you know, basically the same amount of time. Oh, takoyaki. But I don't remember him ever talking about other countries. Sorry.
I don't remember him takoyaki about that.
Dude, I had takoyaki. This is not relevant because this was like 2 years ago. I had takoyaki for the first time, like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was really good, and then the second one made me gag.
It's when you first have it, it is not what you'd expect.
No. I mean, like the first one was really good. I was like, holy shit, like, this is amazing. And then, like, I struggled to get through that second one. Because there's this place in Vacaville called Tea Dojo.
Mm-hmm.
And they make, like, a bunch of different, like, Japanese dishes and I assume other Asian dishes as well. But Stephanie got it one day, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna get takoyaki. If I get it, do you want some? I was like, oh my god, I've always wanted to try it. And, yeah, like I said, the first one was super good, and then, like, I tapped out after that. I was like, I can't do it anymore.
They do get old quick.
Yeah, it was the, honestly, it was more so, like, the smell that, like, got to me than, like, anything. Like, the octopus was kind of weird, also.
Do you not like octopus?
Not really.
I love octopus.
I'm not a big, what is it? Arthropod? Orthopod? What is an octopus?
I think that's what they are?
Yeah.
Orthopod? I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the only time I can eat calamari, like, is if it's, like, deep fried.
I really like calamari steak.
Calamari steak?
Yeah, it's like the like the flesh of a squid, like, around the head, and then it's, like, cooked, it's, like, flat. So it's like a steak, and they're huge. And you just, like, eat it with a knife and fork.
What the hell?
It's really good.
Did you have that in Japan?
No, I had it in, oh gosh, somewhere along the Sacramento Delta, like, quite a few years ago.
Oh.
In a restaurant.
I never heard of it.
Pretty good.
I mean, I guess you could make a steak out of anything if you
as long as it's flat and you can cook it.
Yeah.
Like my ass.
Okay.
I got
you and your Hank Hill ass.
Yep.
And those are your words, not mine. I'm not being a dick.
No, I have a proud Hank Hill ass. I don't have an ass, just the top of my legs.
Hey, was it hard getting fitted for your wedding attire?
Wow. Fucking rude.
Oh, sorry.
No, it was quite easy. They're like, wow, we don't have to do anything. No ass.
You're our easiest client ever.
We just have to make a couple tubes of cloth.
Never heard it referred to as tubes before.
Yeah, leg tubes.
Yeah.
Getaway stick covers.
You're not wearing pants, you're wearing leg tubes. That's what they called them in the 1600s.
I have to wear a belt with every pair of pants I wear, regardless of the size. Because there's no ass to hold my pants up. Even when
Dude, all you gotta do is get some butt implants.
Dude, Emily showed me this article about penis, the penis implant scam that's been happening. So like this company came up with dick implants to like make your dick bigger, and it's literally like this silicone hot dog bun looking thing that they cut your dick open and put it in, and apparently it just mangles your dick and completely apparently it causes so much damage, and like there are like thousands of people that have gotten it that have been like their dick is forever ruined.
Well, I mean, like any kind of like major surgery like that, I would imagine would do like irreparable harm to your dick. I mean,
and it's being advertised as like, oh, it'll be totally normal and nothing will happen, and you'll have a big old honker now.
By the way, please sign this waiver noting that if something goes wrong, you will not sue us.
Yeah, and like I guess when people they get them removed and their dick is smaller than it was before after the removal, and they have like no feeling, and it's just like it just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, because like you're killing like a bunch of nerves, and like I would imagine like the blood flow to your dick doesn't like act as it should.
Nope.
It's just like deal with the fact that you got a small wiener. Like
we all have to.
It's not about the size of what is it? It's not about the size of the waves. It's the motion of the ocean.
Size of the boat.
Sure.
I think it's not the size of the boat. It's the motion of the ocean.
Oh, that's right. It showed me where to go, and it was very quick, and I missed it.
Too busy talking about fucked up dicks.
Wasn't there also one where it was like it wasn't like a hot dog or whatever you called it. It was like literally like a rod that they like put in your dick to like basically so you'd always have like an erection pretty much. I feel like I saw that was like from like the early like 2000s. I feel like.
Yeah, this may be like a evolution of that. Yeah.
Can it really be called an evolution?
Well, it's a changed version, I suppose.
Yeah. You've come a long way since the early 2000s of attempting to make your dick bigger.
It doesn't look like a rod. It looks like a hot dog bun made out of silicone.
Where the fuck do I go?
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh my god, wait. I never knew you could do that.
Stop that. Okay. This doesn't help me.
I never knew this was possible.
Yeah, if you hit the right bumper.
Wow. Huh. Blew my fucking mind.
But in this instance, it doesn't help because... do I have to be big enough to...
Oh, yeah.
But there's nothing really else to... Oh, I gotta go around. Doodly-doopy-doo. Come on, there we go. No, that, fuck.
Get the crab.
Sorry, man. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, was it up here?
Oh.
You just suck up these small, whatever those were. I almost said, let me suck up these small children, and the channel would have been deleted instantly. It's not what I meant. I meant... Oh, is it over here?
There you go.
45. There we go. There we go. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me.
Oh. Didn't get a strike. Uzura Kawa.
What was that?
I don't know, that's what the sign said. Uzura River? I don't know what Uzura means. It might just be a made-up name. No idea.
Surprised, I'm surprised. Mori means forest.
Indeed.
I'm surprised, like, even considering the time when this game came out, I'm surprised they didn't go, well, I'm sure they didn't expect it to sell, which is probably why, but I'm surprised they didn't go in and, like, change all of the, like, signage in this to, like, English.
Just it probably is, like, too much work.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably just didn't expect this to, like, sell at all. Oh my god, that guy's hair.
Oh, the Yankee hair or whatever?
Yeah.
Yankee.
Oh,
whoa!
Ouch, ow, god damn it.
Suika!
Oh my freaking lord. Alright. Oh, that's the lucky cat. I'll take that.
He was driving, leave him alone.
Now he is absorbed into my ball. My large ball. My large sticky ball.
Some daikon.
Yeah. There's an anime that's super funny called Narima Daikon Brothers. And I don't even remember why it's called because they're like super poor and all they eat are daikon radishes.
Oh god.
And like what's funny is like they're not even like brothers. They're just like two dudes and a girl. And they just go around like I almost said solving mysteries, but yeah, I guess solving mysteries. Like doing like work for people where people are like, "Oh, I need help with this thing." And then they go to this dude like if they need like a car or like a gun or something, they'll go to this dude and like sing a song. And it's called the rental song, and he doesn't like give it to them. He like loans it to them, and they end up like never making any money because they always have to like pay him back for what he loaned them.
And that's like the whole concept.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a really funny show.
I really like shows like that where it's just a really simple plot line.
Yeah, it's super funny.
It's
I think it's from like. It's the early 2000s, so, like, it's an era of anime that's, like, when anime was, like, good.
Yeah.
Not that it's not good right now, but, like, just, like, that era, like, that sort of, like, style of, like, late 90s, early 2000s anime.
Yeah, it's a good era.
Yeah.
That plotline kind of reminds me of, what is it, Golden Boy?
Oh my, I love Golden Boy.
That show is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or is it just like a guy trying to date women, and he's just such a fuck up that he ruins every single instance?
Yeah. Like, what was that one episode where he was like, he worked at like a coding company or something like that? And he was like, I think they initially hired him. Didn't they hire him to be like a janitor or something?
Yeah.
And he was like cleaning the toilet, and he was like imagining, like, what the fuck was it? He was like imagining one of the girls like using it, and he was like licking the toilet bowl or something like that.
Yeah. It's like, Jesus.
Oh my god. And then like the main lady in charge like catches him, and he's like, oh my, it's so fucking funny.
I had a t-shirt with a scene from that on it. It's like there's a girl with like a blue and yellow striped shirt asleep at a computer.
I think that's from the second or third episode. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's from the coding episode, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of, because there's like another episode where like this girl falls in love with him, but she like lives with her parents or something weird like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that show.
Yeah, I've got that.
Rainbow.
I've got that on DVD. I got it a while back for super cheap. I was like, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. It's okay, but you can do better.
Wow.
Well, okay, thank you, Dad. Well, since you're the prince, you should do much better. Much, much better. The thing that you collected the most of is...
my disappointment.
Japanese food. You don't say, it was everywhere.
breakfast.
Dude. Ah, that's what we're calling this star, huh? Okay.
See that star up there? That's breakfast.
Huh.
Slow plane.
To be continued. Well, next time on DPS Ultra, Chris will leave and go play Final Fantasy 16 again.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then, or he might go watch Golden Boy. Who knows?
We'll see. We shall see.